Hi, my name is John Himoff, and I'd like to share a topic that we care a lot about, the 3D web. So, why is the 3D web interesting now? Why now? What is it, and what opportunities are coming out of it? So first of all, 3D itself is a very hot topic these days. The movie Avatar is the biggest grossing film in history of movies. Brought in so far more than $2 billion, and it's reignited a whole industry within Hollywood about making more 3D movies. At the same time 3D is a hot topic, people are also changing their behavior in terms of how they watch TV or how they're interested in watching TV and watching movies. It's too passive, it's too single track. What people want is a multi-threaded experience where they're driving the action. In terms of online gaming, you have to understand just how big that industry is. So World of Warcraft has on the order of more than 10 million users paying $10 a month to participate in their platform. That's an enormous number. Farmville had something like 80 million registered users. Their newest games are picking up 10, 20 million registered users within weeks of launching them. Okay, so what is the 3D web? So first of all, 3D graphics, of course. So this is not necessarily just the ones you have the glasses on so you can see them in 3D. It's actually that the spaces that you're interacting with online are dimensional. That you can move around a street, you can go into a building, you can visit King Tut's tomb, you can see his coffins and the artifacts. They're in these 3D spaces, high detailed, synthetic places. So we create places that are in some sense there, that you can actually go to, that you can explore. You of course have your avatar. Avatar is a very interesting thing. It's both your navigator, how you move through all this stuff and you control it like a puppet somehow. But at the same time, it's also your presence. It represents you in these synthetic spaces. Also important with the avatar is new technology coming out from people like companies like Microsoft. You'll start to see more natural movement in how you control the avatar. The 3D web is also very social. So you can meet your friends, make friends, have interactions with people that are just like we're seeing on Facebook and on Twitter, except for these will be in real time. And you'll be connecting into a space with people from all over the world in real time, speak to them on voice, chat with them, or ignore them, or do whatever you want to do. There will need to be things to do, and I think this is a big issue now with the 3D web. There's just not enough compelling content. But there will be things to do beyond just fantasy, beyond just first-person shooter type stuff, that people are looking for activities that are meaningful to their real life. The 3D web will also be easy to use. Right now it isn't that easy to use, but at some point in the next couple of years, the technology will be invisible. You won't have to go through all the kind of complicated little steps you have to deal with now. You'll be able to go in and just use it. There will be a new type of content. So it just won't be representing flat content in a 3D space. It's a whole new type of content. We think of it something like interactive narrative, where you're going down paths, you're interacting with other people or objects. We also see a lot of live events, whether they're music events or art shows, things that are being presented in a virtual space that otherwise people would have to go to a physical space to do. We're making our first steps down the path to the 3D web with Heritage Key right now. Heritage Key is an online community that has a lot of rich media, but also has this unique virtual online experience. And you can go in and see King Tut's artifacts, the greatest things ever discovered in the history of archaeology and the history of history itself. You can do things you can't do in the real life. You can go back in time and understand the reconstructions, understand what these things look like when they were originally built, what purpose did they have, and get a sense of history. Importantly, what Heritage Key allows you to do, though, is to make your own great discoveries. It's a very personal trip for you. It's a trip you can make, that grandparents can make with grandchildren online, even though they're not in the same space. It's something you can do yourself to learn and to make history relevant to you. We're not the only ones doing this. So Intel has a project called ScienceSim. They're focused very much on complex molecules and how you can visualize them and how you can collaborate. Okay, so why is the 3D web worth thinking about right now? So first of all, there's a massive audience. By 2013, there'll be an estimated 1.78 billion computers in the marketplace. Interesting, there will also be 1.82 billion mobile phones in the marketplace. Probably that means there'll be 600 million people who can connect on a daily basis to a 3D web type experience. Consumers will demand this rich 3D experience, which in general has yet to been created. This will create new opportunities for new kinds of businesses. 15 years ago, both Google and Amazon were startups, and now they're major institutions online. The 3D web is our newest frontier. It can be explored now. It's a bit chaotic, it's a bit random, there's some technical issues, but at the same time it's very thrilling and it's a very exciting place. Technical issues will be solved over the next 2 years. And that's going to open the door for how the 3D web will be a major part of our online lives.